Jason, so I'm back at the building. I came up early this morning to do about 2 or 3 hours of work before I had to start my daytime job. So I got here super early, but the sun is rising with daylight savings time, so that was nice. And my focus today was degreasing the big garage. This had years of grease. So I didn't power wash it yet. What I did was I basically used those tubs of water, and with a commercial degreasing solution for floors and garages, I hosed everything down, and it was just coming down in sheets. So you can see the floor I completely degreased. I brushed it all by hand. And then when I brushed it all by hand, I squeegeed all of it with the big squeegee I have. And today is abnormally warm. It's gonna be close to 70 degrees. So that is fantastic because it was, you know, a few days ago freezing. So at least that gave me the opportunity to get the initial degreasing done on the floor. And I used a combination of solution. I basically used this from Sam's Club for floor cleaner and degreaser. And then for some of them, I used the industrial Zep degreaser. I had the water in the bins. I used both bins, hosed it all, scrubbed the walls with a hard brush. So I used this guy to scrub the walls. This is just what you would use to clean your deck with. And then I used the big broom to really push everything. And then I used this squeegee over here that I've had for, I don't know, like since 2004. I got it for free because I used to have a cabin and sometimes the garage would flood, and I squeegeed it all out. So when you're pushing, you know if there's grease on the floor, you can kind of feel the resistance with water. So then I was able to apply a little more. So now it's smooth. I don't have any of that resistance, and my hand's fairly clean right here. And when I rub the wall, I'm not getting any grease on me because I wouldn't have been able to paint if this had that grease texture. I'm gonna have these broken windows replaced. I'll come in here with a sponge and clean the ledges really nice and things like that. That's how the walls used to be. Literally, that pipe I'll just take and clean it. But if I do down here, nothing. So the floor is turning out really nice. I was debating if I was gonna do an epoxy floor, but given the history of this building, I actually have a lot more details that I'll share with you soon in an original photo. I'm gonna keep the original floors because there's a lot of history here with them. So you can see the floors are looking pretty nice. Let's try to find a spot that's a little dry, and that will give you a better idea. So you can see down here, it's nice and dry. My finger's clean, and I'm not getting I'm getting a little bit of dust, but hardly any compared to how it was. So let's take a look at some of the other progress real quick. So while we made a ton of progress the first week, things just came to a halt, this week. So this room is done, minus the wood on the back. I shouldn't say it's done. The drywall's up and some of the mud is done. So this is gonna have plywood on the back. We're gonna put a little hardwood laminate flooring down. It's cheap and easy, and most of it's gonna be covered anyways. And you can see that, a lot of the spatuling work and whatnot has been done, so we can begin to get some paint. It's just gonna be white walls. Most of these walls are going to be covered with everything. And in the bathroom progress, the hot water heater is hooked up, a baseboard heater is hooked up, but there's still a lot of work left, and I'm trying to get these guys to give me an idea of when this might be done. We do have the lights installed, so this is going to be where the toilet goes. This is going to be the stand-up shower, so it's going to be fairly spacious in here. So when I'm working and when my son's up here, or if my wife comes up and we're doing projects, we have a nice place where we can at least shower. We're putting a 36-inch baseboard heater. And then in this room, the hot water heater. It's a small hot water heater. It's good for 1 or 2 people, which is all I should need. It's in the midst of getting hooked up. All of the plumbing is ran. So once the plumbing is hooked up, I can have the county turn things on. This is the meter. It's inside. They read it from the outside. And then we're putting a 48-inch baseboard heater right here, which I think is super important because I got to get this room nice and insulated. So we're going to have everything insulated and try to contain the heat. I am running this pretty beefy heater here, primarily just to try to keep things you know, warm when they're working, but also when we're not here. So there'll be 48-inch baseboard heater, 36 heater, insulated with a door, and I'm crossing my fingers that it's going to be able to keep up with the winters up here. If not, I am going to put a ductless unit on that wall, which can provide heat, but I don't want to have to worry about that quite yet. But we'll see, time will tell. So progress. I really want this room done, the bathroom done, that room done. Then I can start painting in here, and then I can actually move all the cars up here. I'm concerned about the snow coming quick this year. It's mid-November right now, so I got a little bit of time. But very spacious garage. I'm thinking I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 SUVs in here comfortably. And then I can even park some of the small ones, so kind of back in and reverse in so I can drive out that way. So that's the building update. Jason and Jax is coming along. I really appreciate you tuning in, providing feedback and support. It's a pretty cool adventure and something that I think will last forever and create a lot of memories for my son and I, and just a place, regardless of where we live, regardless of where we move, we're going to be close to Carlisle with all the stuff that we restore and cars we collect. So even if we have to fly in, we're still going to have a place to keep all of our collectibles in the future. So have a great day. Please subscribe. Talk to you soon.